This is Rick Harsh, author of, well, lots of books, but latest, this Tavern Confession novel, The Periplus of Spur Road, which is about, ostensibly, colonialism in India. And when I saw it in the book and I read a little bit of it here and there, I thought, my God, that's the best closing I've ever written. And I was quite surprised, because I think a lot about the ends of novels when I'm writing them. And but in this case, the prose was. I love a lot of the endings. Like if you go to the Driftless trilogy, all three endings are absolutely perfect. But this required a lot more condensation and so on. So I'm going to read the last page and quarter of the book. I'm going to read the end of the book. If you don't want to know the end of the book, don't watch it. If you can't help it, great. But it goes a little something like this exactly. I stopped on Punamali in the dirt beside the road, smelled the air of Tamil Nadu in pre-dawn. The sun, I knew, was glaring as from an adamant eye just now onto North Sentinel Island, so that we were engloomed in a false dawn. Shapes were here and there, and in all likelihood nowhere at all. I walked to the bridge from where I had once seen down below in the Kupam a bandicoot the size of a jackal, the shape and demeanor of a savage giant tick in the act of stifling the movement of a prey that could imagine that moment only in the jungle. Tavdia Payan, I heard from down there. A bit farther off, the map man was upon Pagan with clumsy limbs, his head tilted like a globe so that in the green dark the chest was like the drool of our planet in space in death spasm. His attack avoided with facility. And Pagan clamped the planet's ears, and the globule rotated, the snap, a twig in a now quaint nightmare, before the drool dragged the eared sphere into the drear shallows of the dank dark Kuum. The book splashed after him. Ahead of me, movement was a gathering sense of furred camouflage, a bobbing and roiling, the humming of an innumerable. Pagan shrieked a loud simian directive as I walked toward what was forming into a delirium of heads and moon-colored fangs, the faint sound of froth. Is a writer's worst nightmare to be surrounded by an approving crowd, sliding through a moiling scape of a massive, ever-growing, fevered, rumbling, violent-breathed smother of odd lives, tearing through a second placenta into a supermob, issuing a symphony of involuntary low grunts that hummed the life of planetary sense and sentience that was prepared to tear humanity to shreds of expectation? I slept and woke that night to the shrieks of terror of humans accreting limp notions of betrayal onto cascades of incredulity and the whimpering of recognized inevitability. And I knew that this was what I had been hearing every night since I became aware of my birth.